Today, Saturday, February the 29th, 2020. I am Julie Hankinson, and this is the view out my window. Another cloudy day today, and I was talking about change yesterday, and I was thinking about, gosh darn, I need to make some changes in my own life. And for that reason, you, my dear listeners, those who come back and listen to what I have to say every day faithfully, I am designating you as my accountability partners in my quest to lose weight. Now, I intend to eat healthy and to exercise at least once a week. And my goal, what I will achieve, is to lose weight, 1 pound of weight every week, and to do this in a healthy manner, not by a skimping diet, but by eating healthier and, yes, eating less sugar, and actually committing to at least exercise once a week, but hopefully I'm going to scooch that up to 3 times a week. But as an accountability partner, I'm telling you, this is my commitment, and we'll see how this goes. I've never had an accountability partner before, but I would appreciate it if you all would hold me to it. And I'm hoping that by sharing this with you, this will be my first step to this change, because this needs to happen. And this is also a second thing that I can control. Yesterday I was talking about how I could control being prepared for the coronavirus, COVID-19. And that by going out and making sure I had my pantry, 30 days worth of food prepared, that, this gave me more control. Well, all this time, there's been this additional area of control that, hey, I could have worked on and I haven't. And so this is me committing to a change that I know is good for me, because I know that I have to be healthier. And I know that I need to exercise. And I know that I need to eat healthier foods. And this I can do. This I can take control of and make happen. So, accountability partners, how can I help you? How can I be an accountability partner for you for a project that you are working on? What did you put down in your present, better, and best charts? Have you even had time to think about it? To, think, well, what would I put down if I could have anything I wanted? This is the weekend. It's a good time to maybe take a few minutes and think back to, well, I have 5 minutes. I can actually draw 3 lines down a page and then draw some lines across the page horizontally so that I can make this chart up and write down where I am today, where I want to be, what would be better, and then what would be the best. And in this way, you will be telling your subconscious what you want. And it'll say, yo, nudge, nudge. You've got this goal and you're not moving forward on it. I bet if we did this, we could, move this up into the better frame instead of just sitting here in, well, I'm comfortable, I'm not doing anything, but gosh darn, it would take so much energy. I'd have to go put on my socks and my shoes and my coat and oh my gosh, those Oreos in the fridge are just calling my name and I'd have to ignore them. I might actually have to engineer my environment to set myself up for success, and that would actually require thinking about how I'm going to do this. So yes, you can all tell I'm talking about myself, but hopefully you're identifying with this a bit and thinking about, well, could I apply this to my own life? And how could I apply this to my own life? I mean, I've got all these conflicting things that I have to do, and my life is so busy. But if I were to design my life to set myself up for success, what would that look like? Would it be preparing all my meals at one time so that I know I'm eating nutritiously all week long, and then just having them in the fridge so I can just grab them as I run out the door every day? Would it be making sure that I have my shoes right there by the door with my socks so that I know I just have to slip them on to go out and take a walk? Because I know nobody's expecting me to run. What about, I don't know, buying just the healthier options at the store and less of the unhealthy options? That way they're not there in the fridge saying, eat me, every time I open the fridge door. How could I set myself up for success? So one last thing, you all know that I had planned on this being a low buy year. Well, I did splurge in the last 2 to 3 days because I have been anticipating that, I need to shelter in place and that we're going to have some severe supply chain disruption. So I did make sure I had 6 to 9 months worth of basic necessities. I'm talking about even toilet paper and my favorite face cream and lots of things with ingredients that primarily are manufactured in Japan or have key ingredients. Not manufactured in Japan, manufactured in China, or key ingredients that are manufactured in China. Because again, we are expecting supply disruption, even though China is beginning to get back to, working in their factories. We have seen that this has actually caused an increase again in those infected with the COVID-19 virus. So we'll see how this works out. But I did splurge over $120 at the grocery store. Again, topping off my 30-day pantry, anticipating that we would be, at some point in the near future, having a shelter in place, because we have been escalated to a Bravo status, preparedness status here on my base, which means they are really taking this more seriously. And then I'm also considering that we're having a recession, and things just really are not looking good right now. So I want to spend less, but yet at the same time, I did splurge this week, buying some basic staples, things that I had put on my shopping list for the year, but I'm accelerating the time frame and buying them now instead of later, because I want to make sure that I have the items I want while they are still in stock and while they're still being manufactured, and before there are any price increases, or even as it was, I ordered some silk pillowcases, and I had to go with two of the colors that they had in stock, because two of the colors I requested were not in stock. So already, I know not silk pillowcases are not on many people's radar, but because they are manufactured in China, they did not have the full range of colors that they normally have, and we're expecting longer resupply time. So I just went with what they had in stock. So gosh darn, I have to put up with basic champagne colored silk pillowcases. Life is seriously rough here. Oh, that just makes me think of the, what is it, whenever you up level, I think the saying is that when you up level your new items that you up level to, they become your new level of basic necessities. Because yes, I do realize that if we get down to it, I don't even really need a pillow. I don't need pillowcases, and I could put up with, something from Target would be very nice, actually. But, this is where I have up-leveled, and this has become my new normal. And yes, I can go back, but I'm still at a point where I can afford to get these pillowcases, and even with my low buy budget, this is what I had planned to buy for the year, and I'm just accelerating it to buying it this month instead of in June or July when I had originally planned. So there's, like I said, I have spent over $1,000 this week just anticipating supply chain disruption of items, making sure all my medicines were refilled, and just a heads up again that even the ingredients for Zero Coke and Diet Coke, they are going to be in short supply very soon, because they're not being manufactured and shipped to the U.S. right now. So if there's something you want, if there's something that is part of your must-have, life, the ones that you enjoy, whatever, make sure you purchase them now while they are available, because we're going to have a bit of a rocky, situation in the upcoming months as we incur the fallout from the situation in China in more than one ways. So I wish you all the best. I hope you all are doing well. And I am going to, as I said, you're going to be my accountability partners, and I would be honored to be yours. So y'all take care and have a good night. Thank you.